When you have a hole in your neck, don't face the shower head.
Suction out your tube before you eat.
Crouch. Don't bend over. You don't want to lose the food in your stomach. Don't use spray paint.
Be very careful shaving.
This video will help you to quit chewing tobacco. Now close your eyes and pray with me. If I chew the tobacco after this day, God please give me the oral cancer. Now since the date is, your day are passing and date is approaching, and this is the right time to go to a dentist and get your teeth cleared and have a white smile.
Yeah, y'all know what time it is, baby. This your boy P. Troy checking in, and we gonna do this thing a little different this round, baby. We got them Georgia boys in this thing. Let's go, baby.
Yeah, buddy.
Yeah. All my big truck riders. Y'all know how we get down. Come on.
We jack 'em up in GA. Jack 'em up, Minnesota.
Hey ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Mud Jug 1 channel. This warning label that states this product is a safer alternative to cigarettes. Alright, it may not be a safe alternative, but it definitely is a safer alternative, and that's kind of what we're going to talk about today. As you guys saw in the intro, I played a little clip in there of the commercial that most of you guys have probably seen on TV, the smoking commercial. The reason I play that commercial is that to prove a point. The point is that they don't have commercials for people who have had major health issues from using smokeless tobacco. They don't have thousands and thousands of people to choose from that have had issues with smokeless tobacco. And that's my point. Cigarettes, as you guys know, I've done a video on how smokeless tobacco can save your life. Cigarettes are 1,000 times worse, literally almost 1,000 times worse than smokeless tobacco. I'm not here to condone the use of smokeless tobacco, but I am here to tell you that it is a way safer alternative. Dr. Rodu, in his book that I've reviewed in a past video, says the same thing. So, if you use smokeless tobacco, can you have issues, health issues? Well, of course you can, but, you know, I know people who've had health issues from a lot of different things other than smokeless tobacco. And, you know, there's no warning labels on, you know, candy, and there's no warning labels on a Big Mac from McDonald's. You know, how many people are dying from obesity nowadays, from overeating? Way more than there is people dying from using smokeless tobacco. So, society has tried to brainwash us, and the reason I wanted to do this video again is I get emails, I get messages on YouTube, messages on Facebook. I had a guy tell me, and this qualifies as dumb question of the week. I had a guy send me a message, and he's on, I believe it was on Facebook, and says, hey man, I love your YouTube channel, watch all your videos, but how do you not get cancer from when you dip every day? Are you kidding me? Well, first of all, if you watch all my videos, you'd have seen the video that I did regarding how smokeless tobacco can save your life, and you'd realize that getting cancer from using smokeless tobacco is few and far between. How many people do you know of that you can find on the internet who have had health issues, more specifically mouth or face or throat cancer from smokeless tobacco? I know of 2 of them. That Rick Bender guy, and supposedly now Tony Gwynn is having some issues with his, I believe it's some of his glands, salivary glands. But yet, there's still no proof that it is from smokeless tobacco. Chances are it is. So, you know, again, you can get it. I'm not saying you can't. Does this increase your chances? Yeah, but very little. I know people who've gotten mouth cancer who never even dipped in their lives, okay? But they smoked. Okay, so I am just sick. I've had it up to here with people getting so paranoid, okay? I have been dipping for over 15 years. I know thousands of people who dip, okay? Who've been dipping for years. Okay, if you take care of your mouth and you brush your teeth twice a day, you're more than likely to have no issues. All right? Take a break once in a while. If your mouth gets sore, your gums get sore. I'm going to show a clip here real quick of my gums because I get, again, thousands of people asking me, hey, what do your gums look like after 15 years of dipping? I'm really worried about it. I found guys, society is trying to brainwash you, okay? All right? So, that being said, I'm going to throw me in a fat hog leg, a fat swamp donkey. Call it what you want to call it. A fat lip, a dipski, a dagger, a digger of Southern Blend, Copenhagen Southern Blend. This is a great dip, by the way. If you can get it, don't ask me to get it for you because I had to get somebody to get it for me because they don't sell it here. If your gums are bothering you guys and you're a Copenhagen guy, I suggest laying off the wintergreen for the 900,000th time. I'm not going to say it anymore, but you need to go to natural flavored dips. Okay, guys, you should go to natural flavored dips. It's way easier on your gums. I don't care what anybody says, it is. Okay, if you don't know what a natural flavored dip is, look it up. But now, this is not a natural flavored dip, Copenhagen Southern Blend, but this particular branded dip is one of the easiest dips I've ever tried, easiest on the gums. This stuff is not very strong. For a Copenhagen, it's actually very weak. It doesn't have any, I think it has a lot less nicotine in it. It seems to be very weak. I don't know. Could be wrong. For me, it is. And it's easier on the gums. So, if you don't like natural dips and you want something that's easy on the gums and you like this, I suggest you do this, okay? When my gums get sore, if I have any of this, if I don't upper deck the regular dip that I use, which is Copenhagen Long Cut, then I'll dip this. So, let me put in a little pinch, and I usually put in a little bit bigger pinches than this, but because I'm talking so much, I don't like to have a big wad in there and spitting it everywhere. While I'm making a video. This stuff to me is like candy. I mean, it's that good. I mean, I don't know. Some people don't like it. It's all personal preference. What is the flavor like? To me, it's like a sweet tea peach with a little bit of natural to it. Maybe a honey. I don't know. It all depends. But it's not too sweet. That's why I like it. I don't like sweet dips. It's not that sweet to me. It's a subtle sweetness. So anyway, mud jug of the day, Red Mr. Creepy. I got 3 here, boys. You know, I got a little different setting right here. I just wanted to change it up a little bit. You know, you guys are probably sick of looking at my wall with my mud jugs, so I figured I'd do something different. Anyway, I was sent an article on Twitter, guys, and the article was basically how in Florida they were having a through with the chew week. So it was an anti-tobacco little I don't know, fundraiser, awareness, whatever, put on by Tobacco Free Florida. Okay, that's the group that was putting it on. Now, you know, they had, you know, things set up and they're trying to spread the word about how bad smokeless tobacco was for you, etc., etc. And, you know, obviously, you know, we don't want young kids using any type of tobacco product, whether it's cigarettes or smokeless tobacco. You know, it's healthier not to do it, but if they're going to do it, they should be doing smokeless tobacco, definitely more so than cigarettes. We all know this, you know, we all know this, but my point is that this little campaign It had a little article, and it was talking about, the risks and all this crap, more brainwashing, etc. And again, I want to stress the point. How many people do you know that have came forward and after years of dipping have had major health issues, have gotten cancer? It's just society, man. It's this warning label. This may cause cancer, just because something says something on it doesn't mean it's necessarily true, right? But, sorry, I digressed. I got a little fired up about this issue because, I take it personal because it's, people have this stereotype about dippers, and I'm a dipper, and not only that, it's just an indication of how brainwashed society has become on many different things, not just smokeless tobacco, but nonetheless, getting back to this article. Basically, Tobacco-Free Florida put on this big thing to do, and how talking about quitting smokeless tobacco, etc., etc. Well, I did a little research, and it said that the event in Tobacco-Free Florida was funded by Florida Tobacco Settlement Funds. Now, this gets interesting, okay? Now, what are the Florida Tobacco Settlement Funds? Well, let me tell you, okay? $600 million has been set aside in what is known as the Engel Trust Fund. Smokers, ex-smokers, and survivors of people who have died from smoking-related diseases can file a claim. So, tobacco-free, let me get this straight for you so you're not confused, because not everybody is real bright out there. Tobacco-Free Florida put on an event called Through with Chew Week, and it was funded by the Florida Tobacco Settlement Funds, which is a $600 million purse of money owned by, it's called the Engel Trust Fund, and that money is from lawsuits, etc., that have occurred in the past 20 years from smokers and their families, people who have suffered and died, etc., from smoking. They use the money for a get rid of the chew week from smokers. From smoking, from cigarette smoke causing illnesses and deaths. How you like them apples? There's no fund that is out there that has been established from people dying and or getting diseases and suffering from smokeless tobacco. So what does that tell you? Again, my point is that it is a much safer alternative to cigarettes. All right? I'm going to cut away. I'm going to show you a clip of my gums. Now, a lot of people are going to say, oh, nobody wants to see your gums. Well, a lot of people do want to see my gums, apparently. A lot of people are asking. They want to see what my gums look like after 15 years. Now, I will say this. I recently went and saw a doctor buddy of mine. He's actually he has a family practice, but he specializes in wellness and nutrition, etc. And I had a full blood test done, a full blood panel. I had a food allergy test done. And what they do is they use your blood and they test your food allergies, etc. 2 points about this. Number one, my blood work came back my doctor buddy told me. He said, man, because of you working out and you eating right and taking care of yourself, your blood looks like a 20-year-old. Okay? Number one. And I am not even close to 20, okay? The next thing is that if I was so unhealthy from using smokeless tobacco, a can a day, by the way, my blood work would come back probably not so good. Wouldn't you agree with that? So that obviously wasn't the case. The second thing is that I did the food allergy test. And the food allergy test came back that I was allergic to. Of course, all the protein that I eat. I have major allergic reaction to eggs and egg whites, etc. I used to eat a dozen a day. Now I quit. Beef, many different fishes, types of fish, tuna, salmon, etc. I know you guys don't care about that, but the point is that my doctor told me, he said, look, your body is allergic to those foods. So what happens is you are fighting, your body is constantly fighting and creating antibodies to fight the chemicals that are in those foods that you're allergic to. So therefore, it brings your immune system down, which in turn can cause you to be more susceptible to getting sick, getting diseases, etc., etc. He said, cut those foods out and you'll feel 100 times better, and you'll be way better off, and you're way less likely to get diseases and all that good stuff. Point is, he told me to cut certain foods out of my diet. Foods can cause illnesses and diseases, especially if you're allergic to them, especially if you're eating foods that are bad for you. So the point is, he never told me to quit dipping. He told me to quit eating eggs, for crying out loud. So wake up and smell the Copenhagen. So here's a little clip of my beautiful gums and my beautiful teeth. Now remember, I'm a Diet Pepsi drinker. I drink probably 3 cans a day. I know it's not good for you. The aspartame in Diet Pepsi, that is more likely to cause cancer than this is, okay? Second thing is I'm a coffee drinker. I like drinking coffee and pack a fat, hot ham hock in the morning, followed by a nasty, trip to the bathroom. So, my point is that my teeth are fairly white. I've never whitened my teeth, okay? I've never whitened my teeth. My teeth are fairly white, and I drink soda, and I drink coffee, and I dip, okay? I brush my teeth twice a day, once in the morning, once at night. That's it. I don't even floss on a regular basis, guys. Okay, so having some decent oral hygiene is probably very important. But anyway, here's the clip of my grill. All right, guys, what we're trying to do is I'm going to try and get a good shot of my gums and teeth for you here. So let's just go in here. Now the first thing I want to address is the recession, the gum recession on my corners, okay? This one is getting stained here, as you can see. Worse than this corner. I have switched. I used to dip on this corner more, now I dip over here, and now I'm starting to go on the side here. I don't know if you can see. You can see how they're getting white down here. Good old leukoplakia. If you dip excessively, you'll start to get gator lip. You can see it in here. This whole white kind of wrinkled up. These ones here, they are a little bit receding. Not too bad. So this is the worst one. And this one's getting there too now, because in the last couple of years I switched over to here. I can't even put a dip over here on this side. It just hurts. So, you gotta rotate it, upper deck them. And, there's a little bit of shot of the little gator lip there going on the side. But what I do is I just put one on the upper deck and give it a little break. But that's about it, folks. It's all she wrote, 15 years plus. So brush your teeth once in a while. One last thing, they don't put fiberglass in dip, okay? So everybody who's paranoid that there's fiberglass in dip, there ain't no fiberglass in dip. So that is a myth, and that is completely wrong and completely absurd. All right? Yes, that is after 15 years of dipping. Everybody's different. I know guys who've been dipping for 20 years, 25 years, and their gums are in better shape than mine. I know guys that have been dipping for 5 years and their gums are in worse shape than mine. So I think it has a lot to do with genetics, but it also has to do with oral hygiene. You're just like if you eat bad foods that are bad for you, your body's gonna show it. Depending on your genetics, everybody's different. So that's what my gums look like, guys. I wanted to mention the reason why I want to show those is not only people are asking to see, you know, pictures, shots of my gums, but that's the reason why I do videos, guys, is because I want to answer the majority of the questions that I get with the video. We get so many people sending us messages on Facebook and through our website and through my Facebook page and through YouTube, and I try and address them all with a video because I don't have the time of day to go out and answer everybody's individual questions all the time, especially if they're dumb questions. I mean, people are emailing us on our website asking, you know, hey, what dip do you recommend? I like wintergreen, but Copenhagen's a little too sweet for me. What do you recommend? I mean, come on. Our website is designed to sell a product, and we're not here to give dental advice. We're not here to give advice on what dip to buy. I mean, geez, that's why I do the videos. Okay. And if you're a dipper and you send me a friend request on Facebook, I'll add you. But you know, after a while, people sending me messages. You know, it's I don't know what gives people the impression that they can add me as a friend, and I'll add you, and then they'll ask me the dumbest questions ever. I mean, hey, I watch all your videos, but hey, man, you know, how do you not get cancer from dipping? I mean, come on. Really? I've had some people ask me, as you guys know, we have the Confederate camo hats, beanies, and shirts on our website. Website is mudjug.com, by the way. I still get that question. Hey, man, where do I buy a mud jug? Yeah, mudjug.com. But a lot of people have asked me, hey, can I get blank shirts and hats and stuff without the Mud Jug logo on it? Well, if you guys go to confederatecamo.com, you can order blanks from that website. Okay? Confederate Camo has blank shirts and hats and beanies with no logo on it. So if you want blanks, you can get that. If you want Redneck Nation logoed Confederate Camo gear, you get it off of Redneck Nation's website. If you want Outlaws Keep It Hillbilly logoed Confederate Camo gear, get it off of keepithillbilly.com. Well, now it's time for Soldiers of the Week. We do Soldiers of the Week because we support the troops, as you guys know. So, first Soldier of the Week go, let's see here. Senior Airman Sean Eckhoff, I believe it is, excuse me, and his wife, Staff Sergeant Catherine Eckhoff, and they are in the Air Force. Retired Sergeant Joseph Bush from the Army, he was in Vietnam. Next is Dirk Freeman and Pierce Freebird Freeman from the U.S. Marine Corps. They both served in Iraq. Next is PV2 Cody Banks, Army, based out of Fort Irwin, California. Jay Stone, National Guard. He's shipping to Afghanistan soon. Marty Holcomb, U.S. Marine Corps. He's out in Maryland. And this last but not least, definitely not least, this is actually a Soldier of the Week that I personally have been talking to, who is in Afghanistan. He's coming home soon. Him and his boys are coming home soon. He's in the U.S. Air Force. His name's Staff Sergeant Joseph Peterson. I want to give him a special shout out because I've been talking to him, and you know, when I have conversations with these guys overseas that are stationed overseas, and I hear their stories and I hear what they're up to, I kind of create a relationship with them. And you know, it just we actually sent them some mud jugs, him and his crew. They sent us a bunch of cool photos with them and their mud jugs. And my point is that, you know, it makes it all worth it, you know, because these guys, you get to know these guys, and you know, you almost feel like you're friends with them. So I want to give Staff Sergeant Joseph Peterson a shout out, and Staff Sergeant Peterson told me that he recently lost a close friend of his, Corporal Keith Hunt from the U.S. Marine Corps, just recently passed away, and I want to give him a special shout out as well. And my condolences go out to his family and friends and anybody that's been affected by his passing. It's unfortunate, guys, but you know, we're losing troops all the time, and it's we just got to get out of there, man. That's just my opinion. We got to get out of there. But needless to say, that concludes the Soldiers of the Week. Well, that's about it for me, guys. And remember that this is a safer alternative to cigarettes. If you are a smoker, I suggest you quit and start dipping. It is way better for you than cigarettes. And you'll thank me later, because if it ain't dip, it ain't shit.